a triple shooting near Atlantic Station. Sefenech Henok joining me now with more. Seth was out there reporting all morning. Of course, people always pay attention when something happens around that area. I want to make sure I'm getting it right. Was it at Atlantic Station, near, in?
Yeah, Dan. So good question. So we did get some clarification because there was a little back and forth between Atlantic Station officials. We did hear from APD directly, Atlanta Police Department. They clarified that this did happen on the property of Atlantic Station, but inside of an apartment building that is not managed by Atlantic Station. Atlantic Station releasing a statement this morning saying that they're aware of the situation that happened on this property, that they do not manage, and that there are no threats to the public right now. But let's go back and tell you what we know so far. So triple shooting yesterday just before 6 p.m. and we have the identity of one of those three victims that did not survive. 23-year-old Donnie Harbor lost his life, transported to the hospital in critical condition from gunshots. The other two individuals also shot. They're in the hospital recovering right now. And unfortunately, this is just kind of something we keep seeing happening in that Atlantic Station area, that neighborhood. We've seen multiple shootings over the last months. We've even covered those kind of violent teen fights that have broken out overnight at Atlantic Station. And so we spoke to one gentleman who actually was there yesterday, and he told us he rushed over to the scene once he heard the news because he has a friend that works at a restaurant there at Atlantic Station.
It's usually a peaceful little family environment. So, to hear that it's going on in Atlantic Station, that's disheartening.
17th Street Lofts. It's located right above Bath and Body Works, and a lot of people, go to Atlantic Station for shopping, restaurants. The movie theater is there, and so you probably know where Bath and Body Works is located there. Also, we know that unfortunately, December 27th is when the Publix was closed and shut down in Atlantic Station. So that was a big loss. I know a few people that live in Atlantic Station and, they're wondering now they have to leave the grocery store. It wasn't really clear if it was due to these ongoing issues on the property of why Publix decided to shut its doors. We did see that Publix had said it was a little related to location challenges, the parking deck there, access challenges for people that shop there. But just unfortunate news. Again, that victim, 23-year-old Donnie Harbor. And, just being from here, growing up, going to Atlantic Station, like 15 years ago, it was such a hot spot. It was more on the newer side, the movie theater, you could walk around, American Eagle, just things that people would do on a nice sunny day. The Christmas tree still lit every year. It's such a wonderful place. That guy we talked to even saying it's unfortunate because it's such a family-friendly environment, especially when the sun is up. And so I don't know. We'll have to see what comes of Atlantic Station, but it seems to be moving a little in the wrong direction.
They implemented a pretty strict curfew there. Like 3 p.m.
Yes, so let me go ahead and mention that because it's a little confusing. So basically, if you're under 18 years old, you have to be in the presence of a guardian or adult starting at 3 p.m., like early in the afternoon before the sun goes down. But then after 9 p.m., if you're 21 years if you're under 21 years old, you actually should not be on the property at all. But if you've been to Atlantic Station late at night, like me, I've seen individuals that look to be teenagers, not over 21. And that one of the shootings that I was on the scene of that happened at Atlantic Station, it was a lot of teenagers. It was after 9 p.m. I remember the security guards at Atlantic Station were evacuating the entire area, telling everyone to leave. There's a curfew, but at that point it was too late. We've seen the kids fighting in the parking garage of Target at one point. It's just a lot going on.
And we should note the victims in this shooting from last night, 26, 32, and 23. So not like a curfew would have impacted them.
No.
And it happened inside an apartment too.
Yes.
So there's very little you can do to
exactly. And we can't connect that to anything. We'll have to wait to learn more, but APD did say that one of those three victims was a resident of the 17th Street Loft. So
all right.
Yeah.
Well, a black eye, no doubt that it happened on the property. So we'll continue to follow it. Thank you very much, Seth. Appreciate that.